Okay, so let me just introduce this. It's Friday. I'm Stephen Carlson. This is the Friday support call. Today we're embracing chaos.
Oh,
This is Ingrid Hoffmann. We know her. Um, just quick story is that things got a little confused. Daniel had to cancel last minute, which I consider to be very good news because he's having fun this weekend. And Ingrid stepped up last night to host, but I didn't see it until this morning. And so I was about to send, well, doesn't matter. It just went back and forth and round and round. And so we decided to host the call together. Ingrid, thank you so much.
you're so welcome.
Yeah.
And thank you for organizing it.
Yeah. And so let's just see here. How are we going to start this now, Ingrid, since we're in the middle of all this chaos?
Let's welcome all our guests. So we are happy to have you here, and we are delighted to take turns, Stephen and I. So, Stephen, what do you think? Shall I start with Lawrence?
Excellent idea. Perfect.
Okay.
I will mute and allow you to do that.
Okay. So, Lawrence, it's your turn.
Hello, Ingrid.
Hi, Lawrence.
Good to see you on the call with
Nice to
Stephen.
see you. Yeah, nice to see you too.
Anyway, there's something I'd like assistance with, which is every time I start to work, I experience a quite strong fear.
What work? Releasing work?
When I work with my own clients,
Ah.
I'm a psychologist, a clinical
Yeah.
psychologist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I experience a quite strong fear, basically every time. And yeah, today I was welcoming it, and it seemed as though it was a fear of somehow exposing myself as fundamentally inadequate or shameful or something.
So, can you welcome
Yeah.
all the feelings and all the ideas you might have? Maybe there is a little not good enough. Not you mentioned another.
Yeah, not good enough. Yeah, not good enough. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, can you just welcome it? Allow it to be here.
Yes, I feel not good enough.
Mm-hmm. And somehow that is judgment as well. Mm. Can you allow this judgment to be here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is there maybe a little wanting to control that?
Yes.
So can you allow this wanting to control it to be here as well?
I want to get rid of it to feel better.
Yes, and can you welcome this wanting? It shall be different, and I want to feel good.
I want to feel good. Yeah. Feel lighter, dark, at ease.
Yeah. So can you welcome this wanting?
Yes, there is a pressure, contraction.
Yeah.
An anger.
Yeah. Can you welcome the anger, the pressure? Oh,
I'm angry that the feeling is there. It's bothering me.
Yeah. So can you just allow it to be all that is here? Feelings, thoughts, ideas, conceptions, whatever.
Yes.
And just for this tiny second, could you let it go?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yes.
Nice. And when?
Never.
And can you allow to hold on to it as much as you do?
Yes, we somehow need to solve the problem.
And can
It
you
will,
welcome?
it will otherwise it will come again, back again, always. Again,
Yeah.
again, again.
Can you welcome this? Nice. Can you welcome this idea that someone has to solve it? And just for now, could you let it go?
No.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now, if I could.
Nice. And could you welcome the just the possibility that you are whole, perfect, and complete, and that you are a very good match for your clients. Just as a possibility, just for this tiny second. And if the mind says no, okay, answer no.
A tiny spark, yeah.
Okay, nice. And can you welcome again the heavy part? This, no, I'm not good enough. The whole package, what is left from that? Can you allow that to be here again?
Yes.
And can you welcome again the possibility that you are whole, complete, a good match for your people? Anyway, that you are the best version of Lawrence. And mind wants to diminish that. Okay, notice it, and can you welcome just the possibility that you are okay the way you are?
Yes.
And doing a good job. Just for now. No.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, nice. And can you welcome the heavy part? Not good enough. And it comes again, a fear, it might come again. Can you welcome that as well?
No, it's just like, it's just heaviness, actually.
Ah, I see. So can you welcome the happiness? And the wanting to get rid of it?
That's actually not so present. I can welcome it right now. Just the feeling of not good enough.
Okay.
And it's like, it's heaviness and grief, just like kind of.
Yeah. Can you allow this to be here? And somehow there's is little Lawrence here as well? And
Yes, I'm holding him.
Okay. Oh well, sorry. Can you tell him, Lawrence, I love you. No matter what you think of yourself, no matter what a friend, someone else told you. And for me, you are the best ever I met. I love you so much.
That's a little bit too much.
Yeah. So can you tell him, Lawrence, even if it feels a little too much, maybe as if I overdue. Okay, maybe not the best words for you, but anyway, I love you.
Yeah, I can tell him, but it seems not to reach him. It seems he's really like retreated into not being good enough or shame or whatever.
Ah, I see.
A little bit like, yeah, it's like he's frozen or like
Yeah,
almost dead. Like
yeah. Can you? Okay, yeah. Can you tell him, Lorenz, I'm noticing that you feel frozen or it almost feels like dead. I can tell you I love you anyway, whether you are frozen or not, whether you are, it doesn't matter to me. I love you anyway. It matters to me. Of course, I would love to have you happy, but if you're not, I love you the same amount as, yeah, I just love you. Does it land?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Uh-huh. And does a tiny portion arrive and come to him of that
Yeah,
message?
tiny, yeah, it's a tiny portion.
Yeah, nice. And okay. So I would suggest to tell him he may stay there as long as he wants to. You love him anyway. Doesn't matter what he does. If he comes out of this or not, doesn't matter. You love him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's get back to your situation. How does it feel now, this very moment?
Okay. Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some heaviness left, like not being good enough. Yeah.
And could you allow this heaviness to be there?
Yes.
Nice.
Mm.
And could you allow the possibility that the heaviness will be there as long as it wants to? And at the
Yes.
yeah, and at the same time, could you just a little open to the possibility that all is well? That Lorenz is loved anyway, that Lorenz is doing a good job, that
Yeah.
Lorenz has helped a lot of people already, even though he doesn't believe it. Somehow. Yeah, our mind is sometimes so crazy. Doesn't believe those things. So how does it feel now, this very moment?
It feels like I'm okay with being heavy and feeling not good enough in this moment.
And could you allow the possibility that there is a seed, allowing for
A seed, like
Samenkorn.
and Samen, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
the seed is like I think that now that the feeling is allowed, it will eventually let go and we open the door to feel different. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that was a seed.
Yeah, seed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is it okay for now?
Yes, that's wonderful. And that's exactly, that was perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much for putting it on the table. And now, Stephen, it's over to you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm muting myself.
okay. In that case, I'm going to ask Sharon to unmute. Oops.
Hi, Stephen. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for the call. Thanks for stepping in. And thanks for
Sure.
arranging these, because I know what it's like trying to arrange things. So thank you. I'm having quite an intense time. I've been really upset each day. Very emotional, and just feel my living situation feels unbearable at the moment. It feels like I'm being attacked by the next door neighbour, not attacked physically, but the way one in particular is behaving. There's a few issues with a few of them here. They've only moved in recently. It's really changed here. We're sharing a garden. So I just feel like what's been coming up for me is I've been through a lot of grief, letting out a lot of emotion, and just feeling not feeling good enough is coming up for me. Also feeling left out of life, not feeling, I mean, the support is here now, but sometimes it feels like life's not supporting me in some ways in a living situation, and with just other things that, I feel like I'm going through such intense stuff. I'm thinking, why isn't life, supporting me a little bit more,
Right.
helping me out a little bit? So, yeah. So
Okay.
just some help releasing.
Sure. Okay.
Thanks.
Then, all right. So, just notice all that comes up in reaction to what you've just said, all of the feelings, all of the thoughts, the stories,
Yeah.
but especially notice what's happening in the body.
Yeah.
Notice the
There's-
reactions. Go ahead.
There's a lot of uncomfortable feelings. Yeah.
No surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I invite you just to open as best you can to what's happening in the body. Just turn towards the body, make that the focus as best you can.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
And could you open even further to all that's happening in the body, whether you like it or not, whether you label it as uncomfortable or unpleasant? Just notice it all. Open to
Yeah.
it. Allow it. Okay. And then, so when we open to these feelings, just notice what happens. Notice there might be a slight diminishing of the intensity.
Yeah.
And then notice also any resistance.
Yeah. And there's quite a bit of intense shaking going on as well.
No surprise. And could you open to resistance? Allow yourself to resist. Allow that to be okay for a moment. If that's what's coming up, is that desire to resist. And notice what happens now.
It feels very painful.
It intensifies, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just as best you can, open to what is and allow it, give it permission. Only as best you can.
Yeah.
And once again, could you open to resistance? Just notice the resistance that's already there and just give it permission. Lean on it just for a moment. And notice also how personal all of this seems to feel right now.
Oh God, yeah, it does feel.
But if that's how it feels, if it feels personal,
Yeah.
could you allow that as well? Open to that.
Yeah, there's a bit of a fight going on with that. There's a feeling that
Of course. Yeah.
when am I going to be beyond all this? I know about the releasing. I know lots of stuff.
And notice what that is again is resistance. So could you just allow resistance? Give that space. Yes.
Yeah, I can do that.
And then when you're ready, please focus your full and complete attention on the left big toe, the big toe on your left foot. Focus
Yeah,
all of your attention there, please.
yeah,
Not your right foot, your left foot.
yeah. Yeah, got it.
Right. And even more. And even just a bit more. Yeah.
The whole story doesn't seem as important now.
Oh. Okay.
In this moment, anyway.
Now, Sharon, we should be serious about this releasing business. Come on.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I do take it a bit seriously, and then it's like you get stuck in that as well. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's just check in again and notice how things shifted. Are they shifting? Are things happening?
Yeah, there's less sensations in my body now. There's still a little bit going on around my throat, but that seems to be a little bit of an ongoing thing at the moment. I think that's going away layer by layer.
There you go. By the way, do
Yeah.
you feel any need to accelerate that, change that, make that happen?
Yeah, I want it to go. I was going to swear actually, but I won't swear on here.
We're going to do our best to control ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting because I do feel like I'm holding it all in. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want it to go. Yeah. It feels, I suppose I'm pushing it a bit because it feels like it restricts my breath. But it's just what's happening at the moment.
So, Sharon, I'm an adult and you're an adult, and I think everybody else here is as well. And we've all heard all of these naughty words that you know and that I know.
Yeah.
But sometimes it actually helps to use these words. And if you feel the need to just shout,
Yeah. Well, actually, I just like all the neighbors to fuck off, to be honest. Really
there you have it right there. Can you feel that and allow that to be as fully true? Yeah.
Yeah, I really would. And that's what I'm holding in because it just feels like I've got to keep it all in. Yeah.
Oh, you've got to behave yourself. Come on.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? And it doesn't help, but I'm grateful for these calls. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been working on this with my throat for a while now, and it just feels like I've had really deep emotional releases this week, and it is shifting very slowly, it seems, but it is starting to move. So that's gains, isn't it? Really,
Well, that's a great thing to notice again. Absolutely right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes now, so what I've noticed, and you may notice too, when there is that kind of a restriction in the throat,
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, this often has to do with expression, self-expression,
Yeah. I
a
know. Yeah.
censoring of oneself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So let's just go back to what you said before about the neighbors.
Yeah. Can I
Hmm.
just say, Stephen, I feel like I can't voice because I don't feel I've got a voice in this situation because it's not my home. I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm on a housing list. So the neighbours are aware of that, and I feel they're taking advantage of that to a certain extent. So I can't really voice. I don't have a voice because if I was here officially, I would have spoken to all of them by now. But it's, you know, in the right way. But I don't feel I can. So that's where I'm feeling. I know it's a story, but that's where I'm feeling a little bit trapped. Because if I do voice and they make a complaint about me, no matter how their behaviour is, I could be asked to leave here. So I've got nowhere to go. So it's a lot of fear as well going on. Yeah.
Shall we play with that?
Okay.
So notice, first of all, that feeling of, well, what did you say before? Quote unquote. Fuck off. Notice how intensely you want to say that.
Yeah.
And how much it needs to be said.
I say it in the house, but I don't say it outside. Yeah. Yeah.
And then notice that the censorship. You can't say that. Notice that.
Yeah.
Shh, shh, shh. Keep it inside. Notice the
Mm.
pressure.
Yeah, that's been with me all my life as well, by my parents.
Let me just guess. Since we're talking about your housing situation, is it possible there just might be a desire for security, safety?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah.
So could you just notice and allow and open to that feeling? And notice any thoughts that come up, any stories, any images, any memories.
Well, this has been ongoing for a while. So I'm feeling a little bit trapped and powerless in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm really
notice.
angry. Well,
What was that last thing you just said?
really angry. Yeah.
Ah. Oh, let's
Mm.
notice anger. Could you just allow anger to be here? And could you open even further to anger? Just, yeah. And notice how it shows up in the body in particular, okay?
Yeah, it feels quite tight. And I'm
Okay. Right. So could you focus all of your attention to what's happening on the body? Just as best you can. Give it space. Let it be, just for now. Whatever it is. The anger. And then, are you ready? Okay.
I felt a little bit empowering.
Good. And then shall we try an experiment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you're willing, then.
Yeah.
Notice all that you just called anger, all the
Yeah.
sensations in the body.
Yeah.
And here's the experiment. What if all of that were just meaningless? It had no name, no reason, no story. What if that's just sensation passing through the body? Could you just open to that possibility?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. And with that, you don't feel it's like anything to do, well, you're not identified. So that was
Exactly.
freeing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because here's what happened. All these sensations come along, and then the explanation. Oh, well, this is anger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about you. It's personal. Oh, well, I can't feel that. I'm not allowed to. And then, boom, you're trapped, right?
Yeah.
So notice
true.
it's the combination of what's happening in the body, the sensations,
Yeah.
and the explanation coming from the mind. And boom, all of a sudden, it's much more real.
Oh, yeah. I can see that now, Stephen. Thank you. It's like, because, obviously you can't change other people. You can't change their behavior. And it's like the sensations. If I can just keep letting the sensations flow through me, it just clears more and more, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. It just, yeah.
It does.
Really. And then you think, like, it's just the mind sometimes comes in with the story of, if you say something, this could happen, and then the fear comes up because you're thinking, oh, I could be ending up on the streets, So it's just, so it's just me clearing the sensations, or, just allowing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you just described exactly the mechanism of being trapped by feelings and thoughts that become stories that become real with air quotes, of course.
Yeah. And that's where we have the power, don't we, to release.
Yeah.
And just allow the sensations. And then I feel, to me, I feel it's really intensified here. And I just feel, well, that is just for me to keep clearing, for something new to open up, for a new living situation to come in at, the right time. And that's the way I'm feeling. I'm hoping that's the way it works anyway. Yeah.
There's one more
and
thing
also,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, the more, because I really nearly flipped on Sunday and run out the house and really screamed at them, because, as I say, it's building up. And as I was just allowing myself to just express that anger, and the more you allow yourself to do that in a safe space away from everyone, just allowing it, you have less, wanting to do that with someone anyway, because it just clears it for yourself. So I realized that again as well. So thanks.
But let me say something about anger. I think it's an important thing to say. Whenever anger comes up, facilitating somebody, like what just happened, I always consider this terrific news, very good news. And why is that?
Yeah.
Anger is, we have ag flap. You remember, this is the scale of emotions. So apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger, pride, going up in energy. And so anger is a higher energy, isn't it? And
it is. Yeah.
Obviously anger, is kind of volatile, uncontrolled, slightly dangerous. Nevertheless, it can be a motivating, driving force. It can be channeled as well towards the positive. It's motion is what it is. It's higher energy, and very often it gets trapped and stuck beneath the sadness, the depression. And so when that appears, to me anyway, that just shows that, wow, things are now in motion.
Yeah. It does feel that, Stephen. It feels like the Sedona Method. I've been doing it just over 2 years now, and it really is helping so much. It's, in 2 years, I've moved on so much. It's just amazing. I'm so grateful. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for arranging these every Friday.
Oh, happy to do that. But I was just going to invite you to take this one step further if you'd like.
That's fine. Thank you. Yes.
There's something very obvious here, which I can see, and I think you can too. Notice courage. You see courage.
Coming on this call.
For example, just to come on this call and to speak your mind to total strangers.
Share what I'm going through.
Exactly right.
And I thank God the people fed up with me telling the same stories.
Well, guess what, though? I mean, all of us who are listening along, to some degree or another, we all understand and feel this. And to others who are taking part in this call, this can also be part of their liberation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, because it did, to be honest, it did feel, I felt I had to have a bit more courage tonight to ask for the support, really, because it's been such a really difficult week for me, and I've been very emotional. So just, yeah.
So it took courage to ask, but also notice it takes courage just to be with these emotions.
Yeah. That's where I'm not really easy on myself, really. Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. We very often think that releasing is all about coming to a point where we just don't feel things anymore. Oh, that's done with. I'm all done with emotion. No,
Yeah.
no. What we're doing is developing the capacity to allow and experience and embrace all that comes through our awareness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
anger's having a party. Fine. What else is going on?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the word for that is courage. That
Yeah.
courage to open, that courage to allow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Because sometimes it's so, you just want to run away, because I've had that a few times this week as well. It does take a lot of courage sometimes just to be with it, because it's so intense at times, the sensations and that. Yeah. So
So important
yeah.
to notice the courage.
Yeah. Thank you for that. It just reminds me to be easier on myself and just acknowledge how far I've come, rather than looking how far I've got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And by speaking out now, as I said before, others are sharing your gains.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
I'm glad to help others, because I know how painful this journey can be at times. So, yeah, it's just.
Well, thank you for
yeah.
showing up such a miserable wreck and helping everybody else too.
You, Stephen. Yeah, we're all helping each other, aren't we? We're all helping each other. Because when I listen to other people, sharing, there's always, there's quite a few people that think, oh yeah, it resonates, that resonates. I mean, everything Lawrence was saying before, it was like, yeah, that's my story. That's what's happening for me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we all have similar things and different challenges, but similar, challenges emotionally and that. So yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time for me there, Stephen. That was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Glad to be here. Thanks for stepping up as well.
Okay, thank you. Bless you, Stephen. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Ingrid, I'm going to mute myself. It's over to you.
Thank you very much, the two of you, Sherwin and Stephen. Now I'm going to Sanyana. Sanya, you may unmute. Yes. Tell me, what's your story today?
I need assistance with releasing.
Breathing?
Releasing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And actually, I have few tasks to complete, but I can't. I don't know the reason. I'm feeling the lack of clarity, strength, and good health.
So can you welcome all you just told me, all the feelings, and maybe there's some judgment as well. Can you allow that as well?
Yes.
And I guess there's a little wanting to change that.
Yes, but I can't figure out where it is in the body.
Say it again, please.
I can't figure out the sense of wanting to
I
change
see.
in the body.
I see. Yeah. Is there a wanting to figure it out?
No, wanting to give up.
Oh, can you welcome or allow this wanting to give up to be here? that feels like hopeless.
Yes, helpless.
Yeah. Can you allow that to be here? Can you allow to feel as hopeless as you do? Just for now. Mm. And just for this tiny second, could you let go of hopelessness?
No,
Would you?
no,
When?
now.
Samyana, does it feel personal? It's your hopelessness, your topic.
Yes,
And can you allow this to feel as personal as it does?
yes,
And just for now, could you let go of the identification with that hopelessness story? Just for this tiny second. You don't have to know how that works. Just could you? Yes, no, I don't know.
yes,
Would you?
yes.
And when?
Now,
Samyana, what is beyond that imagined and learned person? Beyond that story?
strength,
Pardon?
strength,
I didn't get this. Can you say it again, please? So, Samyana, now I'm getting a strength. Wow. Thank you. So, wow. And could you open to the door to that strength a little more?
yes,
And could you allow to notice that there is love as well?
yes,
And could you notice and allow to notice that there is peace as well? Tanyana,
yes.
how does it feel now, this very moment?
Um, the the sadness is not gone completely, but there is a strength and compassion for myself.
There is, I miss a little, so I'm more in guessing than understanding.
I heard strength and compassion.
Ah, thank you. Nice. And can you allow that to grow? And would you allow that leftover from sadness to be wrapped into love?
Yes.
Maybe in this little rest of sadness or leftover of the sadness, there is a little part of little Sanjana, the small one from childhood. Yeah, yeah. And could you tell her that you love her no matter what? Whatever she's doing or not doing, you'll love her anyway. That is that. And at the same time, the two of you, in the end, you're one, are loved anyway. And in the end, it's you, the whole is love. Could there be an opening to that?
Yes.
So, how are you now, Sanjana? And Stephen, would you translate if I do not understand?
It's very better. Yes, nice. It is nice.
Oh, nice, nice. Does it feel like make a full stop here?
Yes. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And would you allow to open your heart even more to the love that you are anyway? So that was my final sentence. Now it's over to you, Steve. And thank you, Sanjana.
Okay, there. Well, who's next? Oh, there's only one person with their hand up. Sarah,
Yeah,
hello.
Sarah.
Hello.
Hello. I should say, by the way, hello, mother.
Thank you.
Little context
Yeah.
so everyone understands. The last time that you and I met on the support call, you were an expecting mother, and now
Yeah, I'm baby's here now and traveling through like the works of motherhood and the different emotions that come with that.
oh,
Yeah, I mean there's things about motherhood that are not easy, and there's things that are very joyous and easy and fun about it. Uh, little Alexander's here with me, wanting to release on some things like in terms of the challenges I'm having with pumping right now. Like this, I had a really hard pumping session, and the emotion of anger came up and hopelessness. Like I couldn't feed my baby. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
mm-hmm. So that's what's coming up right now is anger and hopelessness. Is that what's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, when you're ready, just take a deep breath and allow everything to settle as best you can. And just notice whatever feelings might be here. Notice all the thoughts and the stories and the sensations in the body. And could you welcome whatever's present, whatever's here? Allow it to be here.
Yeah.
And you want this to be different.
Yeah, I mean, I want my pump parts to work the right way and to just be a pump champ and have it easy, not harder.
Okay. So just notice all that desire for an outcome, all that desire to control. And by the way, is there any chance you just might be judging yourself?
Yeah, just not doing it the right way, or like if I don't get enough milk out, then then I'm a failure. I'm a failure at providing for my baby that needs my help.
Well, so
A lot of pressure.
just for now, could you allow yourself to feel like an utter failure as a mother? If that's what's coming up, could you allow that?
Yeah.
Because you know you really should.
Yeah.
Right?
The little guy's like, I don't know about that, Mom.
Is it possible he might have a different opinion?
Of course. Yeah, he has a different opinion. He's smiling. Yeah, he's smiling.
And so just notice that loving connection. He feels it, you feel it. Just notice that. And then, when you're ready, could you just allow yourself to feel like the biggest failure as a mother? Just open to that possibility, that feeling. Not that it's true, the feeling. And then, when you're ready, is that true? Is that real?
No, that's not true. He's just smiling. Even though he's not eating his milk, he's just smiling at me.
Right. So just notice again that loving connection, just the natural love. Notice how natural love is. Yeah. And by the way, I just have to make an observation if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Children, of course, are wonderful teachers. And just notice that we arrive in this world with the basic default being joy. I mean, we have needs, obviously, and when I need my food, I need it now, right? Because that's the
Right.
body has needs and so forth. But there's this natural connection, this natural lovingness, this natural openness, this even joy about children. You have a sense of that?
What are you doing? Like nuzzling into me. Like what's going on? What do you need? Huh? What do you need? You just need that.
So just notice how natural and easy now love is.
Yeah.
But then notice also all of the shoulds that line up with motherhood. You should pay attention to this. You have to take care, protect, feed. All of the shoulds that line up with. You have to get it right.
Yeah.
And allow that to feel as heavy as it might feel.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, there's entirely like a lot of I've built up a pressure right now that I feel
Right. Right. But I'm just going to ask you a question here. Is that you? Is that who you are? Or are those
no,
just thoughts and feelings? Yeah.
just thoughts and feelings that are arising.
And what's more real? Those thoughts and feelings? Or that natural smile and laugh from the being next to you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like the story keeps replaying that I'm gonna have the same kind of pumping session next session. Struggle. And I don't want to struggle. I don't want the story.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I don't
notice
know
that.
how to get rid of it.
Okay, well, is it possible all of that is just a story?
Yeah.
And let's take a careful look at that as well. It might be helpful. Is it problematic each and every time you feed, or only sometimes?
Just sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So notice how the story works. The story works by collecting memories, right? Or, yeah, memories. These things have all happened. Notice that story has chosen the worst possible examples, cases, right? The times that you struggle the most become the one truth, right? That's the story in action.
Yeah.
Mm. And then also notice that it makes a prediction of doom. It's going to be like this forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I want you also to notice the story has a purpose. Do you see that that story is actually trying to help in some way?
I'm trying to see how it is. Like,
Sorry?
I'm trying to see how it does. Because like I don't like it when it comes up.
Right. But isn't that story all about providing the very best possible care for your child?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that the story actually works the way it's intended. I'm not saying that it's helpful.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not helpful.
Right. But you see, the intention is actually towards the better good of the child and the family. That's the intention of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just notice the story once again and just allow it to feel as real as it might feel. And then when you're ready, notice that it's really just a story. And if you put your hand through it, it just passes through easily. It's not substantial.
Yeah.
And then just allow the story to feel as heavy, serious, and real as it might.
I'm just scared to get like really sick if I am not able to get it out, like
Right.
that's what I'm scared about.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
fear's coming up.
Okay, so notice the fear in the body, how it shows up in the body. And focus your full and total attention on the body and what's happening inside there. That fear, what you called fear. There could be a
Yeah.
clenching somewhere. It's very often going to be from your neck down to your belly, somewhere in there. Just notice what's going on.
Trying to focus. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, that's okay the way it happened, because notice also You were trying to focus on the fear, but then the laughter of the child immediately distracted you, correct?
Yeah, it did.
Right. So how real is that fear?
I guess it's not
Uh-huh.
not really real if like I'm getting easily distracted by doing and talking over here.
Right. Now, come on, you've got to concentrate on fear.
Trying.
So what's more real, that fear or the loving presence of the child? And I think we all know the answer. But Sarah, we're not quite finished yet. The truth is that you will fail. The truth is that you will come short in certain areas. There will be times when you're just not good enough. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying to you? Because
Yeah.
every parent experiences this, and I think you know that as well.
Yeah.
So what? Just notice what comes up when you think in those terms. And again, look in the body. Is that still going on in the body?
There's just like subtle arising. I don't know, energy. I guess it's trying to leave.
Oh, okay. Well, do you need to do anything about it?
No.
Just notice that then. So did I understand what you're saying is it's actually on the way out anyway?
It's trying to be. I think that the wanting of control things in my life that I sometimes can or cannot.
Right, right. Well, so notice the energy just leaving of its own, but then notice the struggle involved. And could you welcome that part?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just as best you can, could you let that go?
Yeah.
And would you?
Yeah.
When?
Now.
Okay. And what's here right now in the body?
Well, I know that I've kind of strained myself trying to figure it out, do everything I possibly can to make it happen. But then again, the feeling of like, will I ever get it right?
I didn't hear that last part.
I mean, I guess hopelessness is still popping up, and
Hopeless.
just anger at myself for not figuring it out fast enough, or
Mm-hmm. Okay, could you just notice all of what you said? Just notice the anger and the helplessness. And approach it with curiosity. Does it show up in the feet? Does it show up in the core of the body? Where else does it appear? Is it
yeah,
more about thoughts or more about sensations in the body?
just like just a lot of racing thoughts.
Mm, 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 mm-hmm, mm. And would you like all those racing thoughts to stop?
Yeah.
So notice resistance.
Yeah.
And check and see if this might feel personal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just for now, could you let go of wanting to control the mind?
Yeah.
And would you?
Yeah.
And when?
Now.
And what if the mind is trying to help in its clumsy way? Are you open to that possibility?
Yeah.
So could you give it some love? Can you just love the mind for doing its best, even if it's clumsy?
Yeah.
And then check and see if it's still going on in the body as well. Are there sensations and phenomena appearing in the body?
Yeah.
And what if those sensations had no meaning, no reason, no cause, no name? Would you be open to that possibility?
Yeah.
And would you give those feelings in the body permission to be exactly like this, if that's what they need to be, just for now?
Yeah.
There you go. And then when you're ready, shift your attention to the pinky on your right hand. Your full and total attention on the pinky on your right hand. Not your left, your right.
Okay.
Your full and complete attention. And then back into the body, back into the disturbance, whatever it was that was coming up. And then, you ready? Back to the pinky. And then back to the body. Are things the same as when we started, or are they shifting? Have they shifted?
They're shifting because when I bring my focus away from like pain and the comfortableness, it helps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I focus on it and then leave. Like I know something's not real at some point, right?
Yes, but notice also that you use the words pain and uncomfortableness, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if that isn't even true? What if that's just intensity of sensation? What if it doesn't even have a label, right, wrong, good, bad, pleasant, unpleasant? Could it just be intensity of sensation?
Yeah, could be.
Notice how it shifts when you let go of those labels and just allow it to be raw energy.
Struggling, baby. What is going on?
Sarah, you've got the most wonderful releasing partner right next to you. Do you see that?
Yeah. He just lets it out. He lets it
Exactly.
out and he smiles a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. And again, remember, this is the default. This is how we arrive. Right?
Mhm.
A natural openness, a natural joy, lightness, playfulness.
Mhm.
Yeah. How's that feel for now, Sarah? Do you think we've reached a good point to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steven.
My pleasure. It really is a lovely thing to release with your little baby. Alexander, you said?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. One day I hope to be as good a facilitator as he is.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Great. Nice to
It's a
connect.
little bean in itself, that starts early at the beginning and then, their belief systems start moving about.
Oh, yeah. That's what we all go through now. But,
Yeah. Big guy.
okay. I'm going to lower your hand. I'm going to mute myself and pass myself. pass the microphone to Ingrid. And yeah, we can take as much time as we need. I see there's another hand up. Over to you, Ingrid.
Yeah, I would be willing to do one more. Okay, Richard, what can I do for you?
Hey,
Hey.
oh, what an amazing call. I just connected so closely to the last two ladies, and I don't have a child and I don't have neighbor problems. And I felt so much heaviness in me, and it's gone,
Nice.
going. But I did feel exhausted and sad and pretty just miserable and blur about life all afternoon.
Yeah,
So I left my hand up just because
yeah.
it's where I am and it's going.
And it's almost gone already with all the other releases.
Yeah.
So, can you welcome what
Yeah.
is left? Can you allow that what is left from the miserable to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe there are some ideas, concepts, beliefs that come along with that sense, with that feeling.
Yeah. Many.
And can you allow those to be here as well?
Yeah, because it's like I feel a strength in community of like this, oh, I'm not good enough. I get too angry. I get too caught up in my sad thoughts. I don't look after myself enough.
Yeah,
I don't have enough connection.
Yeah. Can you allow all those beliefs to be here? Just allow the variety of beliefs.
My jaw clenches up.
And can you allow even that, the jaw clenching up?
Yeah, that's
Maybe,
okay.
yeah. And maybe there is some wanting to get rid of all.
Loads. I want it all out of me, and I just want to live in bliss like this baby.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
can you allow this wanting to be here? This shall leave, and this I want. Can you allow this to be here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And just for this tiny second, could you let it go, all of it? The preparation and the aversion.
Feels very difficult. I don't want to let it go.
Okay, say no. Say no.
No. No.
Yeah.
Because it suddenly comes, wow, it's my identity, all of this drama, all of this story.
I see. So hold on to it. And
yes.
yeah, and more. And,
Yeah.
yeah. And would you let it go just for now? Oh.
Yes, absolutely. I want to let it go.
And when?
Right now.
Nice. Nice. And can you sense how personal it feels? It's your drama, your story, your...
Yeah, it's almost like seeing it now in a little suitcase in front of me, or a little packet.
Yeah, can you just say yes to this Richard story?
Yes.
And just for now, could you let go of the identity with that story? Maybe this or that appears, but is it you?
I can't let go of the identity. I'm so bought into it now.
Yeah, hold on to it. Hold on to
Yeah.
it even more. And more and more and more. Mm-hmm. And would you let it go?
Yes, I want to. Oh my God, I want to. Yes.
And when?
Right now is going. I'm done with it.
Nice, nice. Wow, wow. So that, Richard, what is beyond that story?
I just rest in bliss with the light and I'm union.
Whoa! And could you open to that even more?
Yeah.
And a little more.
Oh, so much.
Yeah, nice. And can you allow it to be? It is there anyway. But sometimes we forget about it. Sometimes some clouds come and whatever. So could you allow this to come more often into your daily experience?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ah.
Even if it is forgotten, you hold still. There was something. And this very moment you find the door. Oops, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Does it feel complete for now?
It's 99% because there's a little bit of me that's angry because I know the light is there. I know the light is there all the time. I know when I fly, even if it's a horrible day, beyond there's light. And like,
Oh, yeah, can you
I get
welcome?
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you welcome of beating yourself up?
Yes, because it's my identity in the little bag. I beat myself up all the time for years and I'm done with it.
Can you just allow it to be here, this beating up, the habit of beating yourself up?
Yeah.
Oh. And this wanting to get rid of it, can you allow that to be here as well?
Yeah.
And maybe this wanting to get rid of it and this tendency to beat yourself up and they fight, and this fight keeps it in place. So
Yes.
Can you allow this fight, or let's call it a dance? Can you allow this dance to be here just
Yes.
for now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just for now, could you let go of the dance?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh! And would you let it go?
I am, because it's stimulation I don't want and I don't need it, and I can find beautiful other ways of stimulation. A beautiful light, just be in it. Oh, what a relief.
Nice. And when would you let it go?
Oh, I've already let it go right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your now feeling?
Oh. I'm complete. I'm 100%. I'm just there.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
with you. I feel so connected with you all, and there's a beauty of not focusing on screens and cameras and images and just hearing
Yeah.
your voice and like sitting in a meditation, and the connection is really profound. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much, Richard, for putting it on the releasing table.
Oh, thank God I did. I almost, because I had all the back. It's been an hour's call. They probably want to go and make a cup of tea. Everyone's had enough.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you. Yes, Stephen, we're done, right?
How about a cup of tea, Ingrid?
I would love to, but the way to your kitchen is a little too far.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're all the way in Berlin and I'm in California. That's no fair.
But I'm having my water here, and yeah.
Exactly. And I'm having my coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah, have we reached the end of the call? What do you think, Ingrid?
Yes, we've reached it.
Exactly, yeah. Unless anybody
So-
would like to step up or whatever.
Let's call it a day, Stephen.
We can call it a day, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, in that
Okay.
case, I can invite everybody to unmute if they'd like to. You can just say goodbye and we can stop the recording and be done with it. What do you say?
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh.
Okay, then.
Thank you. May the long-time sun shine upon you and all
Thank
love
you.
surround you. May the pure light within you shine your way on.
Wow.
Blessings. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all, releasing community.
What a lovely surprise
Thank
at the end of the call. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's it, folks. I'm pushing the button.